conversation, never on no blocks.
Meet me by the bar.
Bars open.
Bars open.
Bars open.
Meet me by the bar.
Straight up, no chasing.
Welcome to Dope Boy Podcast for the conversation never on the rocks with a straight up no chase. I'm your boy C4.
And I'm your favorite bartender, Champagne.
Champagne. We back
Yes,
with another
on the way.
episode, of course. Long nights.
Why not? We at the bar. Who want to be early to the bar?
Oh God.
Nobody ever want to be early. The flyers say 10:30. What time you get there?
11.
Exactly. 12. 12:30.
That makes sense. Fuck it. You're right.
Okay,
Back
late
with another
night.
episode though. Special guest. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Brianna. I am the owner of Maximum Approval, and I am happy to be here at the Open Bar Podcast.
Ooh.
Hi.
Maximum
Brianna.
approval.
Hi.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there because I was looking at your jacket.
Yes.
And I was like, what did I thought it said apparel, right? It said
No.
maximum approval.
Yep, it says Maximum Approval. You
Yeah,
see it.
yeah, I clocked it. That's also when I was looking at the thing. I'm like, who little logo she playing? Cause you know, when I see brands and stuff, and it's just especially for this show,
Mhm.
I always like to make sure that like if I see a visible brand, that it's like
Mhm.
our brand or like
Right.
affiliated directly with us. So when I seen that,
Mhm.
I'm like, what is that? But you know, I know
Start
like
brand-
if I was about to
start
mind your
branding.
business, but girl, thank you, Clocky, y'all. She got her own shit on.
Clock it. Clock
Mhm.
it. Clock it.
I like
tell
that.
the people what you do with maximum approval.
So with Maximum Approval, it is a credit repair and funding company.
Ooh.
I also teach people how to start, grow, and scale their very own credit repair business as well, with absolutely no experience. So
Oh, so like you like a hedge fund affiliate marketer.
you could put it like that, yeah.
Wow.
You could put it like
Hedge fund affiliate.
that. You could put it like that.
Yeah.
So basically, I delete items from credit reports. I permanently delete them, the negative items. That's like my main service.
Mm.
When I started, it was just a funding company, but I noticed all of our people kind of needed a little help. They couldn't do funding without, you maybe had a collection or something on your credit report. So I hopped in, removed it, pushed them through the funding. And a lot of people was just like, well, what is she doing? It's moving so fast. And that's how I got into teaching people.
So you doing it for free at first?
No.
You said I just hopped in. I'm
So
like,
you
yeah.
started as like a loan agent for like business loans? or-
No. So when I started, first of all, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've tried multiple different things. I've had a clothing boutique. I've had a hair salon. I've been a celebrity hairstylist before. So I was super successful in my previous businesses, but I funded them all myself. So when I was in the middle of growing my beauty brand, it was in a great space, but it was in such a space to where when you're scaling, you don't realize that you actually need money to scale, although the business is making money. That was hard to explain and convey to people. And I would go to the banks like trying to get a loan, and I could not get a loan. So here I am with this hair salon. I'm trying to get this big,
Like I'm successful.
yes, really, truly. Like I was trying to get this big, beautiful space. I went into Wells Fargo. At that time, I maybe had like 40 or 50,000 in the bank, and they was denying my application. So I was like, there's no way that I have all this money sitting here. But for me, I don't know about other people and how they came up. Financial literacy wasn't a thing. Like my mama didn't know, my grandma didn't know. Like nobody knew. Even to this day, like in 2025, my family is just not like that. And it's not nobody's fault necessarily, but it's just not like that. They barely had active checking accounts. So they couldn't teach me things that they didn't know about.
Right.
They couldn't guide me that way. So when I started my businesses, I didn't even know about credit. I just thought...
I think the only thing that we learned about credit, well, not we speaking for everybody in the world, but obviously me and you, we have something to come in. The only thing that we learn about credit is like, if you got something, don't fuck it up. Or like, if somebody try to put something in your name, they better pay it. Like, like we only understood like the litigations.
Well,
of
see,
it.
you had better training than me, because shit, what I was taught about credit was they looking for the car, hide it. It wasn't even like, so you have understand? Like mentally, like coming up as a kid, like I will never forget when I got to college and I ran my credit for something. I had the collection on my credit report, and the lady kept saying the collection was 13 years old. And I kept saying, ma'am, that put me at 7. Like, what do you mean? I have a collection on my credit for a utility bill. I've never lived in you. I don't understand. I called my mom. I'm like, Mama, they saying I got a collection for the place. I called the place, and they gave me the address of my house. I said, you know what? The lights on the name and then pay.
Girl, my question is, like, girl, when you gonna take it out? Like, the hell?
Right.
And why this bill ain't paid? Is your lights on right now?
Exactly.
Is your phone on charger?
Exactly. Exactly. So I had to learn the hard way. By the time I tried to do things and maneuver, it was like credit was a big deal for like everything that I was trying to do. Credit was just important. So I went on a journey actually to find other people to fix it. I wasn't even trying to start no business or nothing. I paid maybe like 12 different people. None of them did anything.
Are you serious?
12. I swear.
I believe you. I've been
Still got
hearing
the receipt.
horror stories with people in like their journey in credit repair, and even that journey itself will also like make you not have a journey because you're like, oh my god, I just only hear horror stories about people who even try to get their credit fixed. And
I always used to fix my own shit. If I fucked
That's
up something,
me.
I just pay that shit off.
or
And I heard
I-
that's not the right way too. Once it's done, you just gotta
Once a collection is in collection status or a account goes into charge-off status, it's done for. You should not pay it. And I know that sounds like bad advice. Your time to pay it was before it went into that status, but it's not like that's the end-all, be-all. There's laws that protect you, that you can get those things deleted.
Oh shit! I used to just pay the shit. I call, how much? Okay, let me pay that. And then get it over.
I am the dispute. I ain't gonna say I'm the dispute queen because I be seeing them motherfuckers get shit off. But me, you know how when you see like your Experian report or something, and you can go through like their terminal link steps of like
Disputing.
That's me. 14 times, I don't give a fuck. I will do that shit on Experian, and then I will go through all the steps, and then I will exit out of it and go do that shit in TransUnion. Like, one of y'all gonna delete this shit,
Right.
And we're gonna go all the way through it, and I'm gonna appeal it, and then when you deny it again, I'm gonna wait a year and try it again, motherfucker. It's still with me. So some stuff I successfully got off like that, but some stuff I'm gonna talk about you after this show.
Absolutely.
I heard that y'all be getting them
Business loans.
no, I don't even got none of those. I heard they be getting the student loans.
Removed from the credit report? Oh yeah, I had $180,000 in student loans.
Girl, I love people like you. I'm about to go back to school right now just because I know that that you exist.
Yes, I deleted them from my credit report. They was hurting my utilization when I wanted to like.
See, and that's
purchase
what
stuff.
it is. That's literally what my problem is right now. Like, I don't have good credit. I don't have bad credit. I have a lack of utilization credit.
Okay.
And the reason it look like that is because my student loan debt and my credit card debt are looking higher than like my expenditure thing. So it's like that's not even true because if I didn't have this student loan debt, shit would be evening out. But I'm one of them people. When I say I stand firm on it, I'm not giving y'all a. Don't watch this podcast. I don't even click on the link. I've never even logged into it. Neilnet be in my email every day, and I be looking at them, and they be looking at me. I won't even open the profile because maybe I'm gonna tell y'all I don't even know what this is about. Yeah. So I don't even want my IP address associated with y'all.
Deep with that shit.
I knew I wasn't paying my student loans the day I went to school, baby. So
you already had it planned out.
Baby, I was never paying.
Like I had it planned. I just knew like the amount of them. I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, I'm gonna defer them for the rest of my life. They're never getting $1 from me.
That's all my.
So once I found out, I did remove them because.
And once I found out that like your utilization and then like different like certain things don't hold a lot of value when you're trying to do certain stuff. And student loans is one of the things. Apparently, ain't nobody paying them, and don't nobody blame you for not paying them. Everybody just looking at them like
fuck it, huh?
Yeah, well, do you have any other numbers you want to show me?
Yeah.
So I think that's
what made you get into like being an entrepreneur? Let's start like get you back to that? Because it seemed like you say you're a serial entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
What made you even start? Like, what mind frame made you like, I want to do this?
From when I was a kid, honestly, I've always had like a hustler spirit. It always has followed me. It's gotten me into lots of trouble. I was like ahead of myself always. Everything that I thought as a kid that was so genius or brilliant, my mama would be like, "Fool, that is wrong." It was always something like that.
She was making pyramid schemes at 6.
Listen, you know what's funny? Somebody hit me up on Instagram the other day, right? And the girl was like, "I know you," and I'm like, "You don't know me." She's like, "No, I know you for real, for real. We went to school together." She's like, "In 7th grade, everybody used to pay you for the notes." I said, "Oh, shit, she know me for real."
Yeah, for school notes.
In
She
7th
the only
grade,
person in class paying
I used to
attention.
charge for school notes. So
How the hell you get them?
Sit in class.
I was a real like nerd, so I would be in the library all the time, but I was super popular. I kicked it with everybody, so they knew that I was the smartest out of the clique. So if anybody had an issue, they would come to me to solve it because I was a problem solver. All you had to do was give me a little money.
That's crazy.
So one day, one of the this is a real story. So like one of the football players, he's in trouble. Something happens. I don't know if he got caught drinking or something. Whatever. He's supposed to get this note. No, he's a star football player, by the way. So he's supposed to get this note saying that he's cleared to play football again. And of course, he wasn't cleared to play football. So they hit me up. He's like, "Hey, you think you could get the note?" I'm like, "Well, it depends. Like, does a signature need to be on there?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well,
she racking the tab up.
Yeah, no, I'm racking it up.
How important is it? That's
I'm
the extra $30.
Whose signature supposed to be on it? He like, "My mama." I'm like, "Okay, get your mama ID, bring it to the school. I'm gonna type up the letter. I'm gonna do it." It went. They accepted it. He got back on the team.
She was doing some
He got
shit.
back on the team.
I like her.
It went crazy though with the letter. Like he went and told somebody else. Somebody else come.
Now you like doctor notes. Now you like leave early excuses.
Somebody, no, this is so funny because somebody snitched on me, right? Here's how this works. Somebody snitched on me. They got caught with one of the notes, and I told them two of the basketball players this time, they had the same note. So I had doctored the same thing, but it was different names on it. So I specifically told them, do not take this note at the same time. And of course they did. So they got caught. Yeah, they was like, "Where y'all get these notes from?" Of course they told on me.
Oh, that's crazy.
They called my mama. When mama come up there, she like, "This is fraud. I told you don't do this."
I was gonna tell you to keep the football player name low because he got away with it, but you could blast him to snitch ass basketball players if you want to.
I know, right?
You let them know. Your paperwork on good in the street.
I was snitching earlier.
Yeah, but I would try different things. I would, and when I say I was smart, I know everybody think they smart. And you're supposed to think that about yourself. But I was really, really smart. I did pentathlon, I did decathlon. So we all know, like, well, if you're not familiar with those things, you have to be really smart to even get into things like that. So my mom would just, try to guide me and tell me, like, hey, you can use your skill set for something else. But it wasn't like I wanted to be bad or do things that was against what I was supposed to. I just really didn't know. So I thought I came up with this brilliant plan that I could write notes, and my mom was like, "Yeah, that's forgery. You can't do that."
Right.
So I went back to the drawing board. Like, okay, well, what I'm about to do now, it was never get a job.
Oh yeah, for
ever.
sure.
It was young, from like yay high. It was never get a job because everybody around me that had jobs was struggling. It wasn't like when we talk about reality and what you really seeing in life, like everybody, my mom worked so hard. Like to see her work hard every day and have nothing, it hit me different. I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And then the people, when I would meet them in other spaces that had like nice cars or nice houses, I would ask like, hey, what you do? Most of them would say sales. And sales was such a broad thing, but a lot of them would say sales. So I was like, damn, what can I sell? At like 15, for real. Like, I would like sit back like, damn, what can I sell? What can I sell? What can I sell? Until I would figure it out. And
what was your first entrepreneur besides the notes? Because I already got that.
Right, that was in 7th grade. What did you sell in 5th grade? And she already bold to be doing forgery.
Man, that's
Forgery
crazy.
in 7th grade.
I get your
Yeah.
mama ID. That's crazy.
I don't think I was doing forgery until.
Signature.
I think I wasn't doing forgery until like 8th or 9th.
Get your mama ID and put it back.
8th grade for sure.
I never did nothing bad like that.
What? I learned my granny's
I wasn't
signature
a bad
before I
kid.
even spelled my own name in cursive correctly. Photographic memory, like.
Yeah.
Especially once I found out that signatures was like really unique and like people did certain things in their signature, and then I was looking at my granny's signature one day and I seen that she did something unique and simple. I used to literally just practice it in class one day.
Yeah. Just randomly practicing.
Y'all was little scammers early. You're young scammers.
No, she developed a business. I wasn't selling those, but I was using them for myself. I was getting myself out of class early. I was getting myself out of PE. I was running it up with myself. Okay, I should have been like you. I should have been charging.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been into getting me some money. Shit, how else was I gonna get it? I wasn't into doing other things. So it's like when girls come up and they get to talking this, I want to get money. I have my daddy scared, child, because that was the only conversation that we would have all the time. And he would be like, "Baby, I want you to understand, money is not everything. Like you have to like you gotta release that. Like I'm scared. Like as a girl, when you say you want this money, you want to get this money, like I'm scared.
Right.
I said, well, Daddy, what you think I'm finna do? Like I'm finna sell some hair. I'm finna sell some clothes. Like, there's nothing to worry about. I'm not getting into nothing else.
You might think you might sell people.
Well, listen. No, I'm just playing with you.
Jesus. That's dope.
This is gonna be a good conversation. Let's get the first one out the way because this is gonna be good.
All right.
What
Not
you got
above
first?
Cheers.
you. Not above you.
Okay.
I'm below you. I'm right here with you.
All right.
See, I don't get out much.
It was written all over your face.
Ooh. Okay then.
I usually cheat and never take my whole shot.
Really?
Yeah, that.
No cheating today.
Yeah. So after the notes scams and all that other good stuff, what did you do next? Like,
So after the no scams,
we're gonna lead up to the tech. We're gonna lead up to the credit report.
right. So I go to school. I finish. I graduate top of my class. Of course.
What school you graduate from?
I went to Bakersfield High School.
Okay.
So
you from California?
Yes, I'm from Bakersfield, California. I came originally. I was supposed to go up north. I was supposed to go to UC Hayward. My cousin, he has this big party, this Kappa party. He like, y'all gotta come out. We come to the party. I had no intentions, no application at this school, no nothing. We go to the party. The party was lit. I had never been to a Kappa party before in my life. And it was turned up. And I was like, listen, this is where I belong. All off of a party. I'm like, I'm going to
school. I like choosing schools like that.
Yeah.
I'm going where it's the most fun at.
I've never saw. If y'all have never been to a Kappa party.
I've been to a Kappa party. I know some Kappas.
Okay, so you know what that lineup look like when they come out, right? Okay then. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm staying here.
Oh, you was going for that.
I ain't going nowhere else.
Listen, you see what I'm saying? She picked her school by party level.
You know
like,
the crazy part about
lit.
that? Like, my cousin used to always be like, you should be a Kappa. That's how you be dancing. You should be a Kappa.
I'm surprised you're not.
You look like you should be a Kappa.
You like you got here rubbing your knees.
Hey, they notorious.
That shit hard though. That shit dope.
Yeah. And they parties was lit.
I should have went to goddamn. But I wasn't a school person, so.
Okay, see, I was very much a school person. I loved school. Like, I loved learning. I loved reading a lot. I read you down. So, that was like my thing. I love school.
What you reading right now?
I'm reading Words That Sell right now, and I'm reading The Psychology of Money. Words That Sell is such an amazing book.
I heard of Psychology of Money.
Yeah, Words That Sell is amazing. I cannot put it down. I look at it every day, and people think I'm crazy, but it actually helps if you have a business or anything like that. Psychology of Money is really dope. I'm reading that for the third time now. My perspective, the first time, I'm not gonna lie, I knew I had to read it again because at first I'm like, he just compiled everybody's little money story and put it into one thing.
Yeah.
And you know, when you read things a second and third time,
You get more clarity.
You get way more clarity. And I started to really like love the book. But at first, I was like, how this book sold 6 million copies? And then once I read it the second time, I was like, you know what? This is actually a good one.
That's the book. I think I read that one. It was like a audio book though, Psychology of Money. Yeah,
I can't do an audio book for books that I need to like read to understand. I can't do an audio book for those.
Really?
I have to like, okay, do y'all have a reading voice? Like, do you read in your head?
When niggas is around, I gotta read the
No,
not by myself.
When you read at home to yourself, like not out loud, like just
in your head.
Just in your head.
Oh, I don't do that. I read out loud.
For real, even
even
in an empty room.
Yep, even with people around, they be like, "Girl, can you go somewhere?" No.
That's so crazy. Are you kidding me?
I have to retain what I'm reading.
I guess that makes sense to what I'm trying to say because if I'm trying to retain what I'm reading, you can't read it to me.
No.
I need to read it myself.
Yeah.
So it's like an audiobook. I'm actually gonna like start tuning it out. Like it's gonna any voice at any moment can be a part of my mute voices, and I have a lot of them. Like people be talking to me, and if I add your ass to the mute voices, I'm adding to the mute. That's when somebody talking to you, and you all of a sudden just start saying, yeah.
So
yeah, that's cool.
I usually do
you know what they saying.
Stuff that I know like I can read it, but it's like driving. I do a lot of driving. I do a lot of different stuff, so I can multitask. So the audiobooks is cool for me sometimes.
Whatever I'm reading, I like to hear it as well because I just feel like I never read anything one time. I don't care what it is. It could be a caption, a text, or anything. I'm going to overthink and overread everything. Period. I need to overstand. I can't just
there you go
read it one time and think that I've comprehended everything because I know that that's just not possible. No matter how smart you think you are. Like, you need to read something again to see what you missed.
That part.
So,
I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I fuck with that heavy right there. So, you went to school, you got out here, boom. And then, when you got out here, you went to school. What you go to school for?
So, I went to Cal State Northridge. Originally, I was going to school for nursing.
Oh, shit.
I got all the way to clinicals. And I threw the whole thing away. I got my hair freshly pressed, and the instructor, she was like, yeah, we going in the clinicals, you have to tie your hair up, because we were at a nursing home, like really working with patients, and of course you can't have your hair down. I'm like, oh no, baby, I just pressed this. She's like, Brianna, you might be my long
because one thing about me,
over his hair,
I will throw anything away about anything. She said, change my hair. Oh no. She said, God said this was for me.
This is my real hair. I just pressed this. We is not clipping this up, ma'am. It's not happening. It's not happening. So I left that day. I was done with that. Went straight to my counselor. We sat down before she could even get it out because they sent her an email about what happened. Before she could even get it out, I told her, I'm like, hey, what's the quickest way out of here?
What?
She like, Brianna, no, this is not how you plan your future. I don't want to hear none of that shit. What is the quickest way out of here? She was like, well, look.
Yo, what is your sign?
I'm a Leo.
Okay.
Should have known.
Yeah.
It was giving Libra, though.
Nah, I'm a Leo.
It was giving Libra, but I can see how it's a Leo.
So, yeah, she was like, this is not how you supposed to plan your future. You need to think this through. And I'm like, look, I got this. I'm going to figure it out. Just let me get up out of here. What's the quickest way? She was like, she opened up the book. She said, journalism has the least amount of credits for you to graduate. If that's what you're trying to do, you're just trying to get up out of here, then I guess you're going to switch your major to journalism. And that's what I did.
Okay. So you graduated?
Yes. I wanted to hurry up and wrap that shit up.
Well, at least you completed it. And at least you didn't. At least you didn't end up in a space where you felt anxious, like you needed to go right now. At least you like made an exit plan. You know,
it kept going too, and they finished it.
I don't feel like it was a plan. I feel like it just happened that way, truthfully, because college wasn't an easy experience for me. It didn't turn out to be what I thought it was gonna be. It turned out to be something very, very different. It was a struggle. I thought that I was going to go there and meet people and have fun and enjoy the entire college experience. But once I got there, reality hit. Like, I didn't even have enough money to stay there. So
I think that's what happened to me with college.
I was very focused,
I
like, trying to get out because staying was hurting my pocket. Like, it was awful. It wasn't a pleasant experience. Financial aid wasn't really a big help to me. There's this thing called a Parent Plus loan. And this is what really, like, threw me off in college. There's a thing called the Parent Plus loan. And it's part of your financial aid, but the loan goes to the parent.
Oh my God.
And the parent is supposed to distribute the funds to you because, you're a freshman in college. So this extra loan that they take out is technically for your living expenses, like the dorms, things to extra tuition, whatever you didn't have, whatever financial aid didn't cover.
Right.
That's what the loan is for. Well, they do the loan, and my mom says she never received it.
Uh-oh.
So, that whole thing.
They talking about the same amount to put your name on the.
Yeah. So, life was a little rough. I had to figure it out. I had to constantly go back and forth through that. But that actually hindered me in my college process because it was stopping me from getting financial aid for my continuous years, like to stay in. So I had to do other things like to stay in college so that I could pay for it. And that's where hair came into place. I
So
felt
you started
like
backing down on your entrepreneurship.
hell yeah. I was literally sitting outside one day and I'm looking around and it's nothing but girls walking around. Nothing. I'm telling you, girls out of the end game. And mind you, my cousin who was a Kappa, he was a ladies' man. He still is. He was a ladies' man. And his Rolodex was insane. I'm telling you, it's something I've never. This what gave me game about men. Like, and maybe this is why I don't look at men how I'm supposed to. But with him, you would go through his phone. He had hundreds. They would be like Amy with the red hair, or Jada with the white shorts, or it was so stupid. But
Brianna IG.
Yes, literally, it was stuff like that in there. And I got his list. I literally sent an e-blast out to everybody so that I could do their hair. Maybe like, I would say 10 to 15 people the very first time that I sent out the blast actually responded. So you have to recall at this time when I'm doing sew-ins and stuff, a sew-in is $200. So if 10 people respond, I'm doing it today. Like, I'll do your sew-in right now.
Where are you at?
I would link up with them. They would be like, well, what time you stop doing it? I don't stop. What time you want to come? You want to come at 2 a.m.? You want to come at 6? You want to come at 5? Okay, other hairstylists, come over here because you can come at any time. So I really was focused on getting my money. I didn't really get
like,
to...
I don't know if you follow her like ever or whatever, but her name is Dora 95th. She do hair until 5 a.m. She open at 7 p.m. Yeah, she in like Miami or something. Bye.
Yeah, I would do it 24 hours.
Right?
I didn't have a time on there. People would call me and they would be like, "Is this true? Are you sure you're gonna do my hair at any time?" Baby, if you got that money, listen here. I'm gonna do your hair.
Where you at right now?
Listen.
Where you at right now? I'm about to come start. I'm gonna do your BI.
So, and that actually got me far for real because people really fucked with me because of that. They would be like, "Oh, she said she gonna do it right now." Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now.
Okay.
I gotta get it.
So the credit repair came about because of the school loans.
No, so credit repair comes.
Okay.
I'm doing hair, right? I get out of school, and while I'm in school, I open up a hair salon because I was going to other people. Because it was cracking like that for me. Like, I got kicked out the dorms for doing hair. I had my dorm at school. Listen, I thought they was hating. I thought they was hating on me at first, and they was. But in hindsight, now that I'm an adult, I get it. Like, it was hair everywhere. This bitch is cackling. You trying to study. I'm doing hair all wee hours of the night. I don't have.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. You are in the dorm house
in the dorm. So it's like all of my roommates, they were over it. Like, they had complained so many times to where I got kicked out of there, and I really, but they
got to go.
Yes. Because the little dorm resident, they came with the police and everything.
The police?
Yes. They came with the police, for real. And I was just like, you know what? It's not that serious. I'm leaving anyway. And I was really good at money, managing my money because I never had shit for real. So when I was getting money, I was never the girl to like go enhance myself. For example, I wasn't trying to go get my hair. I did my own hair to save money. I made sure that the clothes that I wore, they were never like too flashy or cost too much because I really came from not having shit. So when I started to make money, I started to hoard it. Like
I'm a money hoarder. I'm a money hoarder.
All the money that was coming in, I would just stack it up.
Spender.
You a spender?
I'm a hoarder.
Yeah, nah. I'm a spender now.
I love cash.
I'm a spender now.
I love
but
big old
before
stacks
I
of
wasn't
cash. I do.
I like good food, so
Yeah.
I like to eat good.
You know, things are different. Life is different now. So
I need to stop though. I feel either between $100 and $160 a day on food.
listen.
Yeah, I spent $95 on a salmon and 2 glasses of wine and some shrimp.
Okay, one thing I will say is, one thing I know about me, anytime I eat out my house, it costs $100. I can go Jack in the Box.
Shit, anytime you eat at the house, it
Jack in the Box
costs
$100?
It don't matter. It don't matter. I don't eat with my appetite. I eat with my eyes. Like I really would be like, ooh, and let's get some churros. I will eat one churro and be like, these are trash, and be hawking them out the window on the freeway.
Okay, yeah, you'll buy everything on the menu and then
hate everything.
I don't do that type of shit.
Now I gotta go buy a whole new meal.
I buy one thing, I eat that, and then if I like something, I buy the next thing. Like I went to Ruth Chris, I bought the shrimp and the filet, and I left with a burger.
Out of control.
Yeah,
I do that one too. That's what I'm saying. I eat. It's a hundred. And then
I like that too. You gotta take a meal to go.
Yeah, it depends on how my day goes. Sometimes I'll be one place and I eat, then I go another place and I'm hungry again and I eat again. Like today.
Especially if I know I'm going home and ain't no food at home. It's like I might as well order me a to-go plate too.
For sure.
Okay, that's true.
Now that I'm older, most of my money goes on convenience.
Yeah, that's
I notice like I pay for that so fast.
Yeah.
I do not play about that. If there's an upgrade, baby, give it to me. Immediately, give it to me right now.
Y'all put shrimp, extra shrimp? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's $6.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm so
that's
serious.
me. That's like, was you guys ever into Jackass, the show?
Yeah, the show, yeah.
Did you see when, what was this, what was his name? Steve-O. Did you see when Steve-O was helping his dad lose weight? And he had the billboards everywhere like, don't feed Phil.
Oh, yeah. I remember that, yeah.
So that was like one of the most hilarious.
Yeah.
That's how you know 2025 and 2005 are two different places.
Yeah,
like they cannot do that right now. You cannot just put like your daddy face on a billboard talking about don't feed Phil. Yeah. But it was so funny because like one of his things was like if he go to a drive-through, he can only eat what they offer him. So he'll get to the drive-through like, what do y'all have today? And they'll be like, have you tried the bacon double avocado burger? He's like, I'll have one. He's like, anything else you guys got? If he like wasn't allowed to order nothing, he just could only eat what like they offer him. So he would be like insinuating to them like damn near the whole fucking menu, like, oh yeah, I heard you like got a couple other good things over there, and you're like, oh yeah, sir, we also have a 6-piece biggie bag. And he's like, throw one of those on there. He's like, that's me.
No, my
I'm like, I still eat kids meals.
Nah.
Let me find out it's a little toy I might want. When McDonald's had the Crocs, I was eating McDonald's like 4 times a week.
When they had the what?
Crocs.
They had Crocs?
Yeah, exactly. They had a little Croc keychain.
Oh, don't make
and they had like, and it came in a little shoebox and everything. It was so cute. I'm like, yeah, give me a 6-piece kids meal.
She wild with it. For sure.
Give me a 6-piece kids meal right now. I gotta get the toy. Like, I want the toy. That's how I know. Consumerism.
That's different between being a money hoarder and a money spender for sure. So
that's why I have to hoard my money because I know when I spend it,
it's a huge difference.
She did the salon first.
Yes. So I did the salon simply because once I got kicked out of the dorms, there was nowhere else to go. So I was like, let me go find a salon. Again, had saved all of my money. Yeah.
Damn, build it out and all that.
So no.
Or a suite.
One of the things about me that I've noticed what has really advanced me is that I jump out. Like I don't no parachute, no nothing. Like no plan, no nothing. Like I just go. And that has always worked for me. Okay. So I set out to like find me a space because I got kicked out of the dorms. That was ugly. That was a dark time for me. But I was determined. I was just like, I'm at the bottom. Shit, they done put me out. So I'm going to go find a salon space. And I'm going to go find me a place to live because I don't want that shit at my house. So I just, with no money, no nothing. I had the savings that I had, but I didn't have I didn't know where the next thing was coming from because, mind you, now that I'm kicked out, I have nowhere to service the clients. Mm-hmm. So I have my little savings, and I go around. Oh, I'm about to tell my age. So I'm driving around LA, and I get lost. I have the directions on the paper.
Don't do that. Don't do
that. Oh my god.
Oh my god. And now you're on a street that's not a part of these directions.
Well, listen, so look, I got the papers, right? I get them.
Print out wrong.
Yeah, no, look, they print out wrong, but I run the gas is low, so I gotta go find a gas station now. That was not in my route.
Oh,
yeah. So now when I get off, I go find a gas station, but I can't turn myself around for nothing. Like
I'm MapQuest.
For nothing. Like I'm stuck for real.
Before.
Seriously, like
I ended up on a one-way street, but I didn't know it was a one-way street. Now I'm just trying to get back to the original street that I'm looking for. It's like
that's crazy.
All these streets are one-way streets. So I was like, fuck it, downtown LA.
And I'm not no LA native, so I was really stuck. I was so clueless. I know where I was. I dropped the papers. It's a mess. And all I know is I'm trying to pick the papers up. I'm trying to ask people for help. People in LA are rude. Nobody's helping me. So I pick the papers up, and when I look up, I see this sign that says for lease. It's like this pretty little French. Look at coinky dink. And I'm stuck. I don't know where I'm going. So I call the number, and the guy picks up on like the second ring, and he's there. Look at God. What are you doing? So
fucking coinky dink.
Listen, he picks up the phone. He's like, I'm actually here now. You want to see it? He lets me see it. I kept it real with him. As soon as he came out, I'm like, look, I got clientele. I'm still in school, but I'm serious. I'm hustling. I'm grinding. I'm taking all of these advertising classes, marketing classes, solely just to pour into my business. My credit is clearly bad because everywhere I'm applying to, I'm getting denied. I'm like, but look, I got some little money saved. You can have all of it. I'll figure out how to get up. He was like, what?
Right.
He looking at me crazy. And mind you, at this time, this is
before you have to call the property manager or the broker agency. Yeah, this is the direct person. So
he owns the building.
Yeah.
And what's so crazy is he worked, he had an auto shop in the back, and he actually worked the auto shop. So people would talk crazy to him or do little weird shit.
They never knew he was the owner.
He owned the entire commercial building. And it was such a pretty building. I didn't even think that he would give it to me. And at first he told me no. And maybe I wouldn't leave though. I was in the office. I'm like, nigga, nah. Hey, when we gonna work out? What you want?
What else?
You're inexperienced. You're young. At this time, I wasn't even 21. I wasn't even 21. He looked at that. He like, girl, you got a lot of growing to do. Your business. He like, my son, 22. I wouldn't give him shit. And people be thinking I'm gonna leave all of this to myself. I wouldn't give him anything at 22. So I wouldn't leave the office. Period. So he had all these auto customers. Well, you're not going anywhere. I shut the door. What are we gonna do?
Not you done took this man hostage.
Yeah,
you should have been to jail.
What we finna do?
You going to jail?
Nah, you finna let me know what the fee is, and I'm finna come up with it.
That part.
Period. Money talks.
True.
I'm like, what is it? How much you want? Do you want 3 months rent? You want 4 months rent? I'll pay whatever. I need it. He like, you know what? You clearly not finna leave me alone. He like, go ahead, you can have it. I'm like, can I get the first month free? I slid that in after I done did all this big money talk. So I'm like, can I get the first month free? Because I
gotta be here today. Like, I actually gotta be
you know, I have all my little bread that I have, but I'm like, I really have to figure out how to get this thing up and running because you're taking all of the money. I have nothing for equipment. I have nothing to like. I don't even know what I need. Like when it comes to plumbing and hair sinks and all that, I didn't even check the space out to see if it was okay to do.
You was on a greasy.
For real.
She said she would have got a store
For real.
for it. Come wash them blowjobs.
So
You'd have been the original come wash them blowjobs.
He give me the key. We go, look, I put an ad out. One of my homegirls at the time was like, yo, you're crazy. You ain't got no chairs in there, G. How you wash your hair? How are you going to do this? And I'm like, shit, it's a bathroom. She's like, you're not about to wash people's hair in the bathroom. Yes, I am. I'm going to wash people's hair in the bathroom until I get enough money for somebody to hook up the plumbing.
Which is so crazy because people don't understand the female struggle of getting your hair done. I have let somebody baby daddy wash my hair before. Because bitch, if that's who you got washing hair, bitch, clearly I ain't the first head he ever washed. I don't think I'm the first. If she like, yeah, I'm gonna wash your hair, then I open my eyes and it's like, we here already.
But one thing about black women don't play about they fucking hair.
Yeah, so it's like,
it was nothing. Like they would walk in the shop and I would be so scared to tell them like, oh, I gotta wash your hair in the bathroom. They be like, girl, as long as my shit get done. That's all they
like, they be literally looking at you like, for real. Well, I'm so glad you said that because I did not get to wash my hair before I came and I was not sure if you let people come. Like, we be relieved that it's like, seriously, you wash? Like, girl, I'm already washed. Like, shit, I wish I knew that.
And it opened up like new doors for me because one of my clients that actually came while I'm washing her hair in the bathroom sink, she like, hey, I'm gonna throw you something. I'm like, for real? She like, yeah. She like, I want to see you win. You got to get a sink up in here, baby. Mm-hmm. She like, you can't wash your hair in the bathroom. She like, we're going to do it today, but don't worry. I'm going to throw you something extra on your tip. She like, just get somebody in here to fix it. She like, if that's not enough, if what I give you is not enough, call me. And literally, like, I called a plumber. He came out. He was like, you're going to need a little bit more. I think I texted her, and I'm like, I'll do your hair for a few months. Like, if you want to go ahead and cover it. And she was just like, nah, you ain't got to do it. Like, I'm still going to come. And she literally paid my plumbing fee.
You just lucky motherfucker, ain't you?
Yeah. Nah, I would lock in with my people. Like,
that's good though. Like, yeah, for sure, to have a good, that good energy for people to be like, yeah, I got you. Don't worry about that.
Or for somebody want to see you in, like instead of saying like, oh my God, this is a crazy experience, I'll never come back. Nah, it's like I want this experience again, and I want it to improve.
I've always connected so well with strangers, for real, to where like we just always been locked in. Like every person that I've ever come across, like it's been a good situation for me.
That's dope.
Like really, truly. So yeah, once we got the sink up in there to really wash hair, I got it cracking. So I got it super cracking.
You using it with a folding chair? You said I got a folding chair and sink.
Oh yeah. Girl, it wasn't even a folding chair, but it was like a patio chair. It wasn't nothing for real.
Damn.
He said this chair was free on the curb.
No, for real. It took me
wash the white
maybe like 2 months to get the whole little thing together.
That's good though.
Yeah, nah, it was.
It's all of your money though. Ain't nothing, no loans, no none of that.
No niggas. Niggas. Hey, wait,
listen.
First say it again.
But
they ain't hear that part.
They did.
Listen.
Hey, you got a mic on. It's loud.
Let me check it.
Coffee, you hear that?
But mind you already said what era you came from. You came from the nigga wasn't offering to do it era. Mm-hmm. See, bitches is in the niggas is offering to do it era right now. Like, well, if I could be trying to put a little something on it or something. Because I think that the evolution of
I think when they offer to do it, it come with a little something.
Oh, no, I didn't say they was offering nothing for nothing. Or something for nothing.
I don't care what the other end is. I ain't willing to take it. I'll do it.
I got it. I got it.
The most I do is put together some furniture. I ain't doing that.
I got it.
I mean, I think that's even more because I think like she said, telling your age, I think the generation we came from, I feel like we came from a generation that was influenced by a different type of leadership. So that wasn't in the playbook. They was only like tricking if you was hoeing.
I
That's what she was trying to say with this thing, right? We came from the generation of like, you know, like do something strange for a piece of change. But right now, which is why I said this current generation,
niggas is crazy.
No, this current generation is a.
Niggas is
Oh, you
crazy.
think they crazy?
Niggas is crazy.
I'm gonna do it to show you, like, yeah.
Why are you paying $1,500 for some feet pictures?
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Wow. Then you know what generation we in right now.
I don't think niggas is doing that. I think all people are doing that.
I think that shit. No.
I don't know. No niggas.
Trust me. I know.
Pay for feet.
I know.
You know what? I had an experience similar, and that's really why I stopped it because I felt like.
That's really why I just had to cut that shit off.
No, because I start feeling like, what if you find out later on that this person is on the spectrum?
Oh my god!
Like, what you gonna do with that?
Oh my goodness!
Like, girl, how you gonna be able to explain that? Or you know me, you know I've been catfished before, so I have to stop doing a lot. After you get catfished, you really take on a different thought process.
I do a lot of vetting. I don't do no catfish shit.
No, you can bet somebody to the ground floor. You can literally meet them in person. The thing I learned about catfishing is that catfishing is not something that's like always a physical thing. Like somebody can emotionally catfish you.
You did say something. Yeah, you did say
somebody can emotionally catfish you. I got catfish because I'm a gold digger, but
hey, at least you're honest.
She's always honest. She's brutally
honest. That's the problem. That's how I got catfish.
Because you're honest.
Because I was asking for a lot of stuff all the time, and so this person who could not fulfill all of my requests, he would just start lying and creating these like extravagant waiting periods. And he would make up these like extreme, oh, you didn't do this, so I took this back. You know, and I feel like that is a form of catfishing.
He was doing some crazy
shit. He couldn't take nothing back, but it would be like, it ain't even made it to me yet, and they'd be like, I'm about to see if I can reroute it. And it's like, oh, that's how I figured out it was catfish. It was like, bitch, you can't reroute FedEx, hoe. I tried to reroute shit from FedEx so many motherfucking times. You can't reroute it. Like, you lying.
It's crazy.
But he would be one of them people who would, like, just extend the lie. Like, no, because my brother is the executive regional man. Like, you know, like, he's a fucking catfish. Like, he won't stop fucking lying. That's a catfish.
Damn.
Okay.
He catfishing his whole personal personality. Sick. But yeah.
We got to the salon. And I'm trying to like keep the voyage up.
Okay.
You know, but then it's like, okay, you got the salon, you got it cracking.
Mm-hmm.
What was the next thing? What was the next thing that made
what took you out of here? That's a really good question. I'd be liking to know why people leave one, because serial entrepreneurs, like, how did you decide, like, okay, we're done here, it's time for something else?
I didn't immediately decide that. I had rode the hair wave out for a long time. When I opened up my salon, 2 months into it is when it started to like look like a little salon. And at that point, I get introduced to like my first celebrity client. She was a rapper. She had just signed to Def Jam. And she literally like hit me and was like, I had never heard of her before, but she hit me up and she was just like, hey, I'm looking for a hairstylist. I really love your work. I'd love for you to come do my hair. I go, I do her hair. I'm thinking nothing of it. I leave. She hits me back. She's like, I'm actually doing Coachella. She's like, and it's 2 sets for both weekends. Can you come do my hair for Coachella? That time I've never traveled to go do hair for such a production. Like, I didn't know what to charge. I didn't know how this is going to work. Like, I didn't know if I was supposed to charge extra for travel. Like, I really wasn't well versed in that because I hadn't done anybody of that caliber before. So I got into that. Yeah, I got into that. It was a huge learning curve because once I think I asked her, I'm like, well, how does this work? She's like, well, you're going to give Def Jam an invoice. And I was like, an invoice? I'm like, well, what I put on it? And she was like, I'm like, what I put on it?
Cookies.
She like,
crackers.
No, she like my hair services. And I'm like, okay. And then I sat back and I'm like, well, normally, because I was taxing her too, like to come to her and service her
absolutely.
in such a VIP
right, because
experience.
it's like, you either going to come to me, and then if you're not, at this point, you have a salon. So
right. And
you have an option.
How we started off, because I had my salon, I had kept telling her to come. She had kept like dropping her little name to me, and I really hadn't heard of the girl. So I thought it
Don't
was
that be so crazy? How
Yeah.
big people think they are versus.
exactly
Yeah.
because she's on my
name is Chico. They
mind
know
for
who I
real.
am.
That's what
But it's like a lot of people do
on.
know you. I don't.
That's what type of energy she was
Nigga, you
on.
know
Like
me.
I'm known. So I was just like, you know what? What made me go do her hair is because I wasn't at the time. I wasn't a mobile hairstylist, so
Right.
you had to come to my salon. She's calling her very first appointment. She's like, "Nah, I need you to come to me. I don't do salons. Like, I can't be in the public eye. People know me." And I'm like, "Who this bitch think she playing
Right?
with?"
Like,
I'm
girl.
like, "Somebody that don't like me. They
Yeah.
just bitch, she ain't got
You
time."
going to jail.
Yeah, so I hung up, let it go. She calls back. She like, "Hey, I really want you to do my hair." She like, "What does it take? Like, I need you to come to me." At this time, my weaves are $300, right? So she's like, "If I give you $600, will you come?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "If I give you $1,200, would you come?" Yep.
Damn.
I sure for a weave, a sew-in, $300 sew-in, baby. I'm on my way. That's all you had to say. I started packing that bag so fast. I got there.
I learned how to be mobile that
Listen, learned how to be mobile. I added mobile services
that moment. Literally.
day.
Like, yeah, okay.
Packed
This is a
up,
thing.
Little does she know.
went.
She fucked up.
What's crazy is I done talked all this hot shit about how I don't know the girl and this and that. When I get over there, I'm doing a sew-in and there's a picture up, and I noticed the parental advisory in the corner of the picture. So I'm like, oh, this is an album cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it, I look at it, I'm like, okay, maybe she is who she says she is. But she kept telling me, like, I'm big overseas, and we're kind of like doing my U.S. footprint now. Like, I'm on the leg of this tour, I'm with this person. She was name dropping so many people, but I'm not in the entertainment industry, so I wasn't privy to those names.
Especially when you're talking about overseas.
Yeah,
Like,
so
girl,
it kind of didn't connect. I really didn't care. Give my $1,200 so I could go. She paid. We left. She hit me back and was like, "Look, I need you for Coachella. Like, I really like your vibe. I like your energy." She's like, "It's something about you. Like, I just want you to be my LA hairstylist." And I'm like, "Okay, shit, all right." Well, my drive, I hit her for the 1,200. So I'm like, "Damn, do I do 1,200 for Coachella?" And then I thought about it. I got on Google.
To see what Coachella was.
Yeah, because I didn't even know what that was. So I'm like, oh, it's a music festival. This particular time, Usher's there, David Guetta's there, like other names that I had finally connected to. I don't know if y'all remember Chris Brown's Look at Me Now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my age again.
Trying to get in the club, you can't even get in.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember that.
No, look, so
God damn.
You giving up Chris Brown age at this
You know
point.
my age too. Shit.
you know,
I'm young, so you know. I'm out here young.
I think I recall hearing about that song.
no,
I was probably too young.
That song
Me
was
too.
popping at the time.
No, I'm joking.
the guy who produced the song, his name is Diplo. So he was doing her song. And she kept telling me, she's like, "Nigga, Diplo's gonna be there, da-da-da-da." And I'm like, "Who is Diplo?" And they were like, "You don't know, Look at Me Now? Like, that's the biggest record out right now." That was the time. So we go to the little Coachella. I meet him. I meet lots of people. I met Usher that day. I met so many people. It was ridiculous. And that's when it hit me. Like, oh, this bitch for real. This is really what she's doing. Like, she's out. She on the microphone. And people are singing her song.
Girl, it's you still not believing it all the way at
She's all the way at Coachella.
She literally looking out into the audience like,
They thought I was
so many people know who this is. No, I don't.
She's like, "You don't want no pictures?" I'm like, "No." She like, "Girl," they looking at me like something's wrong. I'm like, "No, I don't want no picture. I just want my bread." Like, when Def Jam running shit. Because that invoice, you know what I'm saying? It ain't hit
I'm
yet.
still not understanding. I'm used to getting cash on service.
Invoice. I don't like that time no more. Like, I'm not feeling
The
it.
invoice me. Like, you gotta leave me.
Yeah, the check ain't hit yet. So I want to say maybe 3 weeks after Coachella, the check from the Coachella thing hits. And I'm like, oh, okay, this different. She didn't call me back for like magazine covers, all type of shit. She wants me to tour with her. It's live. It's live. I'm hitting that invoice like a motherfucker every time she called me. So I really got to like, that was the first time I would say I started to touch real money. Like that opened my eyes to something different. I'm like, oh shit, I'm a celebrity hairstylist. I got a brand now. Like I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Okay.
I did big campaigns. If you're familiar with MAC, I did 3 of their campaigns with her. An actual MAC cosmetic campaign. They gave her like a lipstick. I was able to go to Times Square, do it big there.
Are you gonna tell us who it is? Are you gonna tell us who it is?
Oh,
Because my brain, I'm ready.
I'm trying to put it together too, like.
Oh my, so I'm over here like, at first I was thinking, I'm so ghetto. I was thinking of the.
Oh, it's just like
It doesn't matter because in my mind I'm like, is it 7th Street? I'm literally trying to figure out every single fucking person that ever signed the
because I didn't know who she was, but her name was Azealia Banks.
Right, that was my first guess. I swear to God, I wish I would have said it out loud because that was my very first
Why do you
guess.
say it like you so old? Like, why would you?
Azealia Banks. Everybody knows Azealia Banks. Girl, everybody know her for fighting everybody. Exactly.
So
I still liked the music though. The music was always good. And that was always the issue. It was like the music is good, bitch. You're crazy.
Other people who would say her music is good, you didn't really understand it. That woman was beyond talented as far as like how she composes music. She plays instruments. She can sing in multiple different octaves. Like her rapping skills, she would have killed shit.
Yeah.
Like if she would have.
It's unfortunate that that's not actually what the entertainment industry is for. Sucks to be had.
So that was a wild little ride, but that was my first introduction.
Damn, that was my first guess.
Right.
That was like, it opened up the door for me. So I was able to invest into the salon and like grow it. My hair extension company blew up. I started to do really, really great numbers with that. And at the height of my career, everything's going awesome. I decide, since I have my own following from it now, and it's actually making me a lot of money, let me go get a big pretty salon because I didn't have that.
Right.
So I'm like, let me go get this big, beautiful salon. I want chandeliers everywhere. I got all these bright ideas. I want marble floors. I really want to do something insane.
The blue bottle water.
Absolutely. I want to do some crazy shit for the
Champagne while you wait.
Exactly.
Hello.
And while you're being serviced.
I really wanted to do that. So I started to attempt to do that. And you needed credit to do that shit. It was like every roadblock I kept running into, it had something to do with my credit. It was like, okay, now these big pretty buildings, bitch, you can't talk your way out of this.
Right.
Now we're dealing with brokers.
Yeah.
Now we're dealing with property managers.
It's a new day.
Yeah.
Now we dealing with them gatekeepers and they not letting you in. They don't want to hear that shit. They run your credit and they see 5. Whoa.
Yeah.
This is not a
They even see a 6.
Don't stand in the corner.
Exactly.
They even see a 6. They're like,
exactly.
Did you go to the right place?
For real. And that's what it was. So I was just like, okay, cool. Let me backtrack a little bit. I then was like, okay, let me go into a different venture. I thought it wasn't going to happen and it wasn't going to work. So I was like, let me go try to find myself a little condo or something and sit down, get something that's going to hold me over time. Now that I got a little money, let me place it somewhere. I had a client. She was a mortgage broker. I spoke to her. She ran my credit. And she was just like, honestly, Brianna, you gonna need 20% down or else it's not happening because your credit's bad. I told her, all right, bet. Give me 30 days. I'll call you back. 30 days later, I called her back. She like, hey, what's up? I got a hair appointment. Nah, I got that 20%. She like, what? Mind you, the property we're looking at is $400,000. And it was a great buy at the time, you know, the LA market. So she's like, you got 20%? I'm like, yeah. She like, you know what? If you got 20% for real, you need to just find somebody to fix your credit. She's like, because the 20%, she started to tell me things that, again, I was never privy to because I've never been introduced to this side.
Right.
So when she's sitting me down, she's like, I understand that you went hard and you saved up and you got all the money. That's cool. She was like, but the way that the world and the economy is going, she was like, you don't ever put up all your cash like that.
Right.
She was like, if they have an option for you to do 3.5% down versus 20%, she said, look at the number and what you could keep in your pocket. Then she opened up something else that I had never thought about. She said, if you get this house and you hurt yourself and you can't work no more, what do?
Right.
I was like, damn, she right. I never thought about that. Like, if I get hurt, what do? And so I was like, fuck. Like,
you get life lessons as you go.
Yeah, seriously. So I'm like, fuck it. Like, I guess I'm not doing that. My little heart was broke for a second, but I'm like, nah, I'm finna go find somebody to fix my credit. She right. I do got some good money stashed now. So now I could pay whoever to fix it. So I thought.
So you started
12
on those 12 people, right?
I do what everybody else do. I get on the gram. I search credit repair. Top bitch that's popping for credit repair. I hit her up immediately. I need credit repair. What's the ticket? I don't care what it is. I got to get this house. She talk a good game in the little DMs. She say send her the money. I send her the money. A month go by. I see nothing. Another month go by. I see nothing. Third month, I hit her up. I'm like, hey, what's up with my credit? She like, oh, I forgot.
Ooh.
What? You forgot?
Huh?
Forgot.
She smoking a lot of weed.
Yeah, she's smoking more than weed. She's smoking money.
I would have pulled up on like, what's up with my money, smoking?
She's smoking something.
What's up with my money,
She's
smoking?
smoking something. Mind you, she's way in Georgia, so I'm in California. I don't know. I can't co-locate her. It ain't like she was local. So I was just like,
crazy. All
right, fuck it. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to find somebody else. I found a professional company, called them, paid them nothing. And I had very minute items on my credit report.
Right.
I'm talking a $75 collection from the damn light bill that my mama did. And she swears she ain't dead. When she see this, she gonna be like, oh, she telling my business, but it's okay. And then I had maybe something from an apartment where I didn't pay what they claim I owed. You know what apartments, you move out, they swear to God you own.
Right.
No matter how spick and span you leave it, you try to get your deposit back, it's not happening, you owe them all of a sudden. So I had a collection from an apartment company, and then I leased a vehicle. And when I turned it in, there was maybe like a dent in the vehicle. So they feel like
heard about maybe like
maybe.
Girl, you hit in their car. In the doors, that ain't even that. You knew that was there. I can see if it's like, well, what they showed me, I don't even recall doing it, but you hopped right out your car when you did that beat and seen it that day, and looked at it exactly and said to yourself,
I gave them the car back on the day that I was supposed to get a car back. They was calling my phone. I wasn't answering it. I didn't know that it was going to turn into like a collection because I'm thinking I've paid all of my payments. If I turned your car in and they got a little dent, like you can fix it. You know what I mean?
You supposed to fix it.
No.
You wasn't supposed to hit that dog.
I ain't hit the dog. The dog
yellow pole.
The dog
Not
hit
the yellow
me.
pole.
You know, you open your door too fast.
Yeah,
like, fuck, I need to drive up a little bit.
Yeah. That's what happened. That's what happened.
That's when I learned that's when I found out that you can use nail polish remover to remove a scuff off a car, but it
I
will.
tried that boiling water thing. It don't work.
Oh, is that bad? That was so bad. We gonna try to cut.
But you do the boiling water thing only work on the plastic parts of the car. Right? The door is metal.
I didn't know.
I can tell. Because I know your ass G in here and boiled that water. It was pouring it right on there direct. Wondering why they not working. Big dog.
Seriously.
Mine was, I used the nail polish remover to get the yellow scuffs off. Mm-hmm. And then I thought it was all good. And y'all, like 2 days later, exactly, I looked at the car and I was like, it ate the clear coat off. So it was like perfectly like smear of like where the thing was. I was like,
That's crazy.
No, what's crazy is that I went to Home Depot and bought some glossy spray paint and spray.
Oh my God!
I was so fucking crazy when I was
did that when I was 15.
Yeah, I was a kid. Yeah, I was on my car. I was that smart. Yeah, she already said we thought we were smarter than everything else. We thought we was big shit.
My car and left it like that, and she just was mad.
Hell no. My mama gonna watch this episode and that's where she gonna be like, I knew that bitch hit my car.
My mama was on the phone with her people. This idiot was spray paint. These are stupid. That's what she was on the phone saying. She's like, this motherfucker was stupid. That's all she kept saying. I was like, okay. Like, she thinks she's so smart. She's stupid.
That's probably what Mama was saying about me too.
Y'all crazy.
Cause I accidentally hit that motherfucker with a
Not the shake up.
Plenty of those moments.
and looking at it like I don't want to be too close because I don't want to make it look newer. Like I need to make it look a little glossy, but not like so glossy that this part.
Retarded.
Or a driver door.
That's crazy.
You know, this is a driver door. You really gotta like do something about it because like they gonna see it right away.
You walk up to that door, it's over. That's crazy.
Okay, so you went and got your credit fixed so you can get your big
nobody
beautiful salon.
fixed it.
Oh, nobody fixed it.
Nobody fixed
so you
it.
didn't get your big beautiful salon?
No, so I detoured and I was like, let me figure out how to fix it myself.
Okay.
Because nothing is working with everybody. I've exhausted my little funds to be paying people to try, and it's not working out. So let me figure it out myself, because this is the only way out for me. I started to study credit law.
Okay.
When I say studied it, I engulfed myself in it for a full 12 months. No going out, no fucking around, no friends, no hanging, no nothing, because it wasn't shit to celebrate with a 500 credit score. Mm-hmm. I literally was on my own head like, no, you're going to change your situation. Then you're going to go get this salon. And then you could go, live life if that's what you want to do. But there's none of that right now because this is right in front of you. So I did everything. I studied for a year. I applied myself. And mind you, when I say I studied for a year, I fully studied. I did not touch my credit profile. I wanted to understand every single thing that I was doing because I really wanted it off. I had like stuff to do.
Yeah.
So by the time I applied myself, I took this year to study it. I go file my disputes. The shit's off in 14 days.
Period.
So once I get it off, I'm like, okay, Dad.
Like, oh, I'm lit.
I'm lit. I called a realtor back. I'm like, hey, it's off. She like, it's off. I'm like, yeah. She like, what you do? I said, I learned how to fix credit. She said, hold on 1 second. She called somebody else. She put the 3-way in. She's like, hey, my hairstylist, remember I ran her credit from 2 months ago to that. It's somebody that worked with her. He's like a senior mortgage broker. And he's like, for real? It's off? She's like, yeah. She did that shit in like 14 days. She's like, I'm going up to the shop. She comes up to the shop. I'm thinking she coming to talk to me about my new venture and my, maybe get my salon or whatever I'm going to do. She comes like,
girl, how'd you do the credit? Show me.
Yeah, she's like, whatever you did, let me tell you something. I got this person, that person, this person. And I'm like, hold on. That's not what I do for real. I don't even know what I really did. I studied it, I applied it, but I don't do this. So I was very adamant.
Like I was rolling the dice on myself.
Exactly. So I'm like, let me figure it out because I wasn't comfortable. Long story short, I figured out funding because I only fixed my credit. I didn't know anything about funding. So I figured out funding.
So you go back to school, basically.
Yes. Talk about fucking around. With funding, fucked around and got like $50,000 my first round of funding, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know if I did it right or if I did it wrong.
$50,000, I need to figure it out again.
Yeah, I need to.
I'm cool.
We're doing live.
Listen,
start back from the top because then let me get another 50.
Oh,
that's
listen, I'm good with this. So I'll make it work. I never had $50,000 in credit. Like, I'll make it work. I'll make sure I had 0 in credit. I had negative in credit. So this I could make work. She was trying to like get me to do other people. I wouldn't. But remember that senior person that she has on the line with her, he comes to the shop. I'm doing a weave. It's a true story. He comes to the shop. He didn't know that I was really doing hair. He looks around. He's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, it's my hair shop. He like, you the girl that do credit? I'm like, yeah. He like, look, check this out. I know you think you doing something over here. He like, but I got 20 clients ready to go right now. What do you want to charge? And I was just like, huh? He's like, I got 20 clients ready to go. What do you want to charge? I randomly, it's like $1,000. I'm thinking it's going to get him out my face. I'm not thinking he finna bite.
It's 20 bands right there.
He like, bet. I'll send you the wire tomorrow. He takes my information. I still don't believe it. I don't know why. It just did. Oh, this nigga joking. This nigga playing. You know how LA is. Everybody doing. Everybody about to lie. The money's gonna come. Bullshit. Next day, I'm at the crib. I get dressed for work. I'm going into the shop. I never checked my account. At this time, but my age again, you don't get no notifications for the damn deposit. So the whole time the deposit's sitting there,
You got 40. That's crazy. Why you keep doing that?
I go to the
It
shop.
making me feel old. Goddamn, don't do that. Shit.
I go to the shop literally that day. I'm doing a sew-in. He ringing my phone. I stop. I answer it. I'm mid-track. I'm like, hello? He like, hey, you got the wire? The what? He like, you got the wire? I sent it last night. I told her, hold on, give me 1 second. I have to call the bank.
Of course.
I dialed him up.
Age.
I say,
She irritated.
no, the bank get on the phone. I'm like, hey, how much? What's the balance in there? And the lady tells me, and nigga, that $20,000 deposit cleared. I looked at the lady that I was doing the sewing. Baby, I'm so sorry. But I have to go. It's what?
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I did not finish this. Listen.
You would have got beat ass. You would have got beat ass.
Listen. Listen.
You can finish this ass. You goddamn track right here.
That's ass.
No, I can't.
I would have been barricading you in there like that, like you did that French man. I would have locked
You
the door.
see that girl
What is it gonna take?
girl got dragged.
I have to
Screamed
leave. I have to leave. I have clients, bitch. I have to leave.
Wow.
Client.
You would have got a 0 star.
Bitch, I thought I was the client. Yeah, bitch, you're the $300 client, and I gotta go see the
I
$1,000 client.
gotta go. I do it another day. Call Keisha. She'll finish up. I ain't doing it.
Oh my tits.
I left that day.
That's fucked up.
And that was how the
maximum approval was born because I had to come up with a name real fast because mind you, he had 20 people. He paid.
So I gotta be a brand already.
So I gotta be a brand.
I gotta be a whole
professional.
Yeah, I gotta be a whole person.
I came up with a
I gotta literally roll.
15 minutes.
I literally gotta roll these vanity mirrors out, slide some cubicles in, slide, take all these motherfucking chandeliers out. We don't need this shit. Put this shit on floor. This shit's got to go.
All of it.
We about to make a waiting area right here. I need 2 monitors.
I left all that shit in there as is.
Oh, you left the whole salon.
I walked out. It was done.
That's crazy.
I didn't want no shop no more. I had already got my funding. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, because you're 50 up, you 70 up right now.
Yeah, I do hair.
That bitch said I'm 30,000 from 100,000, and the motherfucker just guaranteed me.
You irritated.
Say, bitch, you talk too much and your hair stink. Get out.
Well,
You're irritating as hell. You would have got belt the ass. Come bring your little ass here. You only 4'4".
I'm gonna lock the door.
gotta be quicker than that. Nope. I'm out of here.
She was in the car when she told the girl she had to go. She said, I left my curbs out the back. Called her.
She was like, you really never coming back? Never.
You didn't finish her hair?
No, I didn't finish nobody's hair. I was done.
She said, I didn't finish nobody here. I sit back depositing.
They thought I was crazy. They thought I was going through something. They like, she losing her mind. Because why would she just throw away her whole shop? People didn't understand.
That's crazy.
And my thing was, not only with the mortgage broker, but I knew for a fact, if I do these 20 people right, at least 10 of them going to refer me.
That's
10
true.
of them have wives, girlfriends, spouses, boyfriend, baby mama.
And that's just the first round of referrals, right? Because like if I'm a girl, I would just get my boyfriend credit done. Like, okay, you did my credit, great. Let me pay for his. And now he talking about shit. Me and my bitch just got our credit done. You need to holler at the show they did
I
our
was so
shit.
turned on my hustle that anybody, when you would call me for a consultation, I would ask you. People thought I was crazy at first. I'd be like, you got a man? Or if it was a dude, I'd be like, you got a girl? They'd be like, why? I'm like, because look, if you got a girl,
I do a deal.
Listen, you get your credit fixed, she get her credit fixed. I do 50,000 for you, 50,000 for her. That's 100,000 in your house. How fast you ever gonna get 100 bands that quick? I'm finna sell you, and you gotta get off this phone.
Baby, she said, I figured out how to do 50. We're not even working on no other number. I'm gonna do for you what I did for you.
Who you talking to?
Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat.
I would ask
You know what I'm saying?
I would be very specific with men. Give me anybody. I take the side bitch, the main bitch. I won't say nothing. Just go ahead and y'all
She said I won't say nothing.
Depending on how you get there, you want me to tell her that yours ain't done yet? You can just get her to pay for it all over again.
I got
You are irritating.
I got you.
One thing I will say, in the world of adult humans, They love somebody who gonna mind their own business.
That's hilarious.
Minding what you said earlier, convenience fees.
Yeah,
Those are the shush fee is a convenience fee.
Listen,
It's the I'm gonna sit down and act like I ain't seen him yesterday
and you
this week today.
I do all y'all. I won't tell none of them nothing.
I'm over y'all today.
When the wife called me, like, girl,
he could not wait to get y'all credit done, girl. He was also asking me about cruises. Have y'all been on a cruise?
Ooh, y'all gonna get a house? Ooh,
I'm done. I'm super done. Y'all crazy.
What kind of car you got? Cause bitch, he said he getting a
period, real fast.
Yeah, the Lulu. The Lulu be the Salulu all the time.
So that's when
the credit company was built.
Yep, it was built just
Maximum
like that.
So how long you been doing it?
I've been doing it 5 years now.
That's dope. Congratulations on that.
It's been awesome. It's been
that's
great
tight
journey.
too. I know you loved COVID, right? Because that's all people were sitting around doing was trying to fix their life for the next life.
COVID was great all around. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. COVID was great. It was a great time. I don't know why people was hating on COVID time. I love COVID. Man, I'm like, bring it back. Everybody was happy. I damn near want to go get a bag for a motherfucker to eat. Like, here, baby.
Oh, fuck. I'm done.
I'm just saying, when what I gotta do? Go kick a go control people
died from COVID.
They did. The world needed less people.
Oh my god.
I'm not mad at that.
Oh, that's gonna be the one.
We needed a couple less people.
Oh my god.
Did you listen? I don't want to talk about this, but I'm gonna talk about it. Did you see like how they literally was running out of places to put people?
Yeah, let's put them in buckets.
So do you realize that we needed to get rid of some people? It's already too many people dead. Like we didn't even have to do with the people that's already dead. So it's like we gotta. If we're gonna just sit around and bullshit,
I'm not taking her serious right now.
If we're gonna sit around and bullshit, like what are we doing? What are we really doing, America? World
you just show you who the Antichrist is right now.
Hey, I ain't said I'm the Antichrist. I ain't trying to kill. I think the way that they did it was very
We talking about the wrong shit.
Hey, you guys, welcome to my podcast. This is a wholesome place. You know, we don't judge. We don't talk about things that may hurt other people's feelings.
I'm fucking judging at this point, goddamn.
That's why we don't talk about this kind of stuff. We're Virgos. We're judging each other. I was judging myself when I partied.
That's crazy.
But I did honestly believe that when I thought about it in the bigger scheme of things, I did feel like motherfuckers is really figuring out how to live forever. This world is not made to inhabit people for long periods of time. It's not made to inhabit like that.
I can't.
Especially not this particular world. Like maybe
patient, boy. Goddamn.
You know, it's like maybe Andromeda was meant to last forever, but
God.
I don't know about these civilians we got right now. I don't know.
I'm done with both of y'all.
I don't know.
You helped it, and then she
said, you left out you sit in the chair.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
With a thread.
Sure did.
A thread and some needles hanging off. She don't give a fuck who went down. I sure don't. She said shit. I was up.
It wasn't me.
She like me. I was out here literally telling people like y'all got to get into the multiverse.
Listen, I was out of it.
You want to buy an NFT? That was hard. I was trying to figure out where is the next slide.
You bought one?
Yeah, I bought. Yeah,
I'm confused.
I bought a lot of stock. I won. I whooped ass in stocks for sure.
That's what's up.
So,
I know somebody who
this is a true story
for
sure.
Shout out to my homeboy because he gonna see this episode and say, "Girl, you told my business." Yes, I did.
Yeah.
He had a gang of money in crypto, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his phone had started tripping, so he took his phone to T-Mobile. Y'all know who the fuck y'all is. I'm gonna call y'all by name. A motherfucker transferred his fucking crypto to himself. Hit that nigga for like almost $250,000 in crypto. The person fixing the phone, transferred his money. No, when I say he came back there. The motherfucker had quit. No,
we all good.
The motherfucker had quit.
We ain't okay.
Because it took him like 3 weeks to figure out like what happened.
That's crazy.
He started backtracking shit like crazy because he got his phone back. Then he couldn't get into his account. He was like locked out of his account. And you know, you have a ledger, so it's like with a passkey and you know how that shit works. It's like very, very secure. So it's like for a motherfucker to get past this shit, they must have figured it out. So what he thought about was the only motherfucker that could have got into my ledger is the motherfucker I let into my phone, which was fucking T-Mobile. I let T-Mobile into my phone. So he literally went and got him a fucking a lawyer that investigates digital fraud, and they tracked it back. And lo and fucking behold, the employee at T-Mobile stole his money. And guess what? He's suing T-Mobile. He's in a lawsuit with T-Mobile.
He never got
right
the money
now.
back?
No, well, this is kind of fresh, kind of new. It's under a year old, so. But he's out to get like a fat ass settlement. Like off the bat, they're like offering this motherfucker like a ban in money. Yeah. And guess what? He's really irritated because he's like, I had $250,000 in crypto. You guys are offering me $1 million in physical money, but the crypto I had
is up.
Y'all really owe me like $7 million. Like y'all owe me so much more money than the hard cash million y'all offering me. Is like I would have been a trillionaire and looking like all his business.
Trillionaire.
And he took like a big loss for that
I'm
because
trying to be a trillionaire.
What is a batrillionaire?
She said
a batrilion.
A batrilion.
It's a billion trillion?
A billion trillion. I'm saying,
You
know, batrillionaire. Billion trillion.
Oh, but that's a new word that's been birthed.
I've been feeling that. A batrilion.
Oh, batrilion. That's crazy. That's money out the ass.
That's a batrilion.
Yeah,
most people don't even know how to count to a trillion. So if you have a billion trillions, a batrilion.
Okay then.
Yeah, if I was a batrillionaire, everybody in the world would be up.
Could you give it out?
It's batrillionaires out here, and batrillionaires don't be giving all their money away.
That's because they greedy. It's like it only take a few. Lots of people, because some people you can't help. Some people don't want that.
I was just about to say, what do y'all think about?
Yeah,
we're turning down another path, you guys, so we don't go down.
We shouldn't though.
What do y'all think about? They want to set the new life standard to be like tax free, right? No income taxes.
I'm with that.
And as a stipulation of not having income taxes, the way that you get rid of income taxes, you don't say, well, now when you go to the store, there's no taxes on what you buy. There are still taxes. What they do is they give you a supplementary check in the beginning of the month that covers the taxes that you will pay throughout the month. So every month,
what the fuck I'm buying?
Yeah, that's your fault. Every month, they'll give you, let's say $1,000 every depending on what tax bracket you fall into, you get $1,000, and that $1,000 covers the $1,000 worth of taxes.
Where's the $1,000 coming from? That
ain't enough.
In our $1 trillion debt that we already got.
Batrilion.
So they gonna take $1,000 and give it to me and make more.
Well, you might get a little bit less than $1,000 because you make a lot of money.
So I won't listen.
The $1,000 ain't gonna work.
Period.
$1,000 ain't gonna work.
No, I think it goes
fast as a motherfucker.
Well, the $1,000 is not for you to go pay your car note.
On where the $1,000 is supposed to be coming from, child.
I think it's coming from the same funding that fixes our roads, our highways, whoever's building schools, how we get parks and recreation, who the fuck's paying the police. It comes out of that.
You know.
So they're saying instead of like, okay, we pay income taxes. We pay taxes. That's what we pay by April 15th every year. We're paying our taxes. So instead of you paying your taxes,
I ain't paying shit.
Instead of paying your taxes and getting your tax return,
you ain't paid your taxes yet.
I get taxes. I don't pay shit. You gotta know what you know. Get that shit done right off. You got 2 businesses.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. Which is why I said some people gonna get different money because some people are making and using different money in different ways. Whatever skill they use
for that, then let's let it happen. Fuck it. It's more money.
You buying tissue,
more
right?
More money. You
buy tissue. You buy dishwashing liquid. You buy deodorant. You buy food.
Steaks.
Well, food is not taxed.
Steaks.
That motherfucker salmon was so fire. Oh my God, I'm going back.
Going back where?
Lock and Key.
I love Lock and Key. In Downey?
Yes.
You know I know all the good food at.
That's something.
You seen the tomahawk? You seen the tomahawk there?
No.
That's my first time ever having a tomahawk. Lock and Key.
What am I do with all that meat?
I don't know. 40-ounce tomahawk.
That's too much.
And that was the first time I ever had mezcal. Shout out Lock and Key.
Like geek fire. But if it was somebody to want to get into fixing credit, like the business of, because you say
I know, how did
teach
you
people
learn
how to
it?
do it.
How did you go to school for it?
Good question. I didn't go to school for it per se because they don't teach you these type of things in school.
She just learned it.
This is more so you are going to have to find someone that is going to be open enough to teach you. For me, I don't gatekeep. I literally teach people exactly what they need to know to remove the items quickly. So most of the time I host webinars on like Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will allow people to come in. I'll show them different dispute strategies. And if they sign up and go ahead and do my one-on-one masterclass, on day one, I give them their absolute best method that's going to work for them no matter what. Every time they hit a credit report, that they can see massive deletions just like I do, where it's actually permanently deleted. It doesn't come back or anything like that. And I've had great success with it. A lot of the students that I have taught, they have 6 and 7 figure businesses. So
You dodged my question.
it's really awesome.
How did you get all this education?
So
Did you go to YouTube University?
No.
Did you go to TikTok College?
no, I'm gonna.
Or did you get you a mentor through like another company that teaches credit?
So I've had maybe 2 mentors in my entire life, like period. From the start of my career up until now, I've only had 2 mentors total, and I've never had them like completely throughout the entire time. With mentorships, those are not lifetime things. Sometimes people get those confused. But yes, I've had other mentorships. Well, when it comes to credit law, to be honest with you, I linked up with the lawyer and I asked him to confirm the things that I didn't quite understand about how to apply for it. I had to pay him $15,000 to show every single step and explain to me why I could apply this law for that and what I would do in the event that it didn't work and things like that. So when it comes to like investing in my education, I have spent a lot of money over the 5 years that I've been doing this, because this is something that changes all the time. I'm not one of those people that's going to say like, I know everything. What puts me ahead of the pack is that I'm not scared to invest in myself, and I'll do it 20, 30, 40, 50 times over to make sure that I'm on top of my game and I got the best information.
That's why I asked that question, because I am a person who's constantly trying to make sure I'm ahead of the curve on like building my credit and maintaining my credit. And I do get caught in the clusterfuck of people that are offering this service, in the clusterfuck of people who are saying, oh, I have a masterclass on your first day. I'm going to teach you the surefire way to delete this and do that. And then you run into them 12 people who ain't doing the motherfucking thing. Yeah. And you're 40,000
and they teach you some bullshit.
Or they teach you shit that you already know. You know, like
they teach you shit that don't work. Shit that's outdated.
I didn't bark the ebooks. I didn't bark every time I open them, I just start laughing.
I hate ebooks.
I just open them and start laughing. It's just like, bitch, I literally have a file in my phone that says ebook PDF. And when I tell you about 4 of them are identical, damn near verbatim word for word, and the other 4 ain't identical, but mumbo jumbo. Mumbo fucking jumbo. Bitch, what is you talking about? I'm about to dispute this payment. Like, girl, that's you know what I'm about to learn right now, bitch. You about to learn that I dispute credit card shit all the fucking time.
And you want to know what's funny?
Tell me a bullshit ebook if you want to.
I've never had a disputed payment.
That's because you probably teaching people the shit that work. Me?
Absolutely.
I'm heavy on the bitch. Who do you think you was playing with for $25?
Nah.
Because a lot of people are literally getting rich off of $25. Like, a lot of people have, you know, she said 20 clients for $1,000. $25. No, I'm talking about like even the ebook. Bitch, I will dispute that ebook. Like,
the ebook was $25?
Whatever. It could have been $200. Bitch, if you are not clear and concise.
Well, that's where you can Chase, because nobody's going to teach you any type of information that's actually going to work for $25. So
we don't know that.
You got to be aware of.
We don't know that. We just know it's a clusterfuck of people that's having a webinar on Wednesday. Right. And it's free to join the webinar. Once you join the webinar, she's telling you that, hold on, I'm talking to my VIP clients. The whole webinar, she's telling you to hold on. We're going to get started. I'm talking to my VIP clients. And it's like, who's this VIP? And then you talking about, oh, these my VIPs, they paid me $500. I didn't talk to them
Y'all
first.
on this webinar.
I just tell you, like I didn't seen a lot of them because social media shows you what you're looking for. I don't buy into them because, like you just said, I know what I've taught myself for free, so I can only imagine what you gonna teach me for $25. I'm sure you only gonna teach me the shit that I already know. I don't think you're gonna give me no new things. I think one time in one of them people did tell me something that what they told me was fucking useless, but I was privy to other information and was able to put 1 plus 1 together. And even when I asked that bitch, is what you telling me? Because these credit people,
she got real hate. It just got.
They make me mad. Even when I said to her, I'm like, oh,
she real mad.
In your book, it said this, and I already know this, and I'm like, so if I do this and this, then it should do this, right? And you know what that bitch said?
What she said?
I want you really should sign up for my masterclass because you're getting it. You're getting it. You're so close.
Oh,
bitch, you won't even give me a yes or no unless and it's like. Yeah, I don't trust you because now I feel like exactly. I don't trust you. Anytime somebody is so adamant about wanting to get something from me to give me anything, I don't trust them because I feel like people who actually have knowledge and are using it for power and to like create good, they not pressed on the dollar sign. The dollar sign is gonna be pressed. That's for fucking sure. But you hounded me for $25. Bitch.
Yeah, that price point is outrageous.
You could have built up a networking relationship with me through this phone conversation and played me out the whole $500. But you're being so scammy over this $25 that it's like
y'all need to stop taking $25 from champagne, okay?
No, even with shit like consultation fees, people charge for all kind of stuff. So it's like you want me to give you $100 for a consultation fee, but it's like, bitch, in your general conversation in this DM. You're not even selling me on that consultation, bitch. You being rude. You keep on directing me back to the $100, and it's like I don't like that. Like
money though.
You should have sold me a little something for the food time, and then I could have. I do consultation fee for vending. I got out of sales for vending because it wasn't making money. Consultation made more money because I found more people that wanted to start their own vending machine business than people who wanted to be a part of my vending machine business. So consultation was the best route to go. Which I'm pretty sure with her, she went into doing loans. I'm pretty sure she started running into people that was like, well, I'm not trying to get a loan right now, but I just want to fix my credit and start working on that. And it's like, bitch, I'm looking for people that want a loan. Then I'm sure she had to sit back and think about it like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm looking for a bitch that want her credit fixed too. What's up? Like, you can pay for that. And then if you want to go further and pay for the next step, right? That's good.
When do you do your classes?
So I do.
I think you said Tuesday and Thursday. Not to overtalk you.
No, yeah, you're fine. I do Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays, it's more so for consumers who really just want to know more about the credit expungement, what it entails, what they can expect. Like if they have any type of questions, I do live Q&A. I'll let them go through their actual credit profile to ask me specific questions, like about what they have going on, because sometimes you could go on a webinar that's supposed to be informational and it's generic. Right. So what I do is I go in detail.
Get you to get to the next level.
Exactly. Yeah. So I go in detail about it. I give them different insight on credit and what they can expect. One thing that I like about my webinars is that the people that actually sign up, they come consistently. Like they don't just come for that one time they sign up and they did, because they always say every single one that I do is extremely informative. And it also helps me because these are people that didn't know me from a can of paint, signed up for my service, and now they got 80 deletions in one round, 70 deletions in one round. And that type of social proof is insane. Like, they'll come on another webinar and be like, she the truth, y'all really got it. Like, they do all that talking shit for me. So when it comes to stuff like that, I've really been blessed. And I always tell people, when you do people right, that shit travels so much faster. I've had people that I've helped, and I didn't even realize how deep it was when I got into credit until People would like one of my clients, Tasha. If she sees this, she's gonna be like, "Oh wow, she talks about me." But Tasha is somebody that I like to bring up a lot because she was one of those people that centered me for real, like to make me realize what I was doing. Because in my mind, I'm serving and I'm selling at the same time. And people are okay with that because I am serving you. So they cool with me selling them on stuff because they know I do exactly what I say I'm going to do. I'm going to deliver to you. So I'm not just selling you on nothing. Now, for me, with her, once I fixed her credit, got her into her situation, she was having a housewarming and she was adamant that I come. I show up to the housewarming. Of course, I'm late, but I show up to the housewarming. She there, her old ass grandma there, her mama there. It's like 3 generations of her people. And I literally told her, I'm like, hey, you didn't have to hold up the housewarming just for me because it makes me uncomfortable. I'm walking in, everybody know I'm late. She like, nah, I told everybody wasn't no ribbons getting cut, wasn't no drinks getting poured until you got here because if it wasn't for you. She was like, fuck the realtor, fuck the mortgage broker. I couldn't even sit down and talk to them until you fix what I fixed. And when she pointed to her grandma, she's like, my grandma, me, my grandma, my mom, we've been in the projects 3 generations. She's like, this is the first time I've ever purchased a home. Like, my grandma don't got to go there. Like, you don't realize, like, what you mean to me and why I needed you here. It was at that moment that I was like, damn, you ain't just getting money and helping. Like, this is really changing lives. Like, it's other people that went through the same struggle that you did, and they coming out of that shit. So it's like sometimes you can't see your way out, and that I was one of those people. Luckily for me, I channeled it into something else because growing up fucked up, not having no money, not having no credit, not having people around you that know the way to go or can guide you and tell you what route to take, it really does something to you. Like, you can go off in so many different things, like, and not be helpful to yourself. You could be detrimental to yourself all because you don't know.
Right.
Like, it's so many of us fucked up, mean, out here in the world doing crazy things because we just don't know the way. And it's unfortunate. And for me, like, not to be funny because I hate when people do the whole black and brown thing, but we really are so far behind. And the bad rep that we get from credit and money and finances, it's really fucked up because when you look at black people, bro, we 400 or 500 years back. So we can't, even me, like when I say I don't know or I don't come from that, I have to give myself grace because there were systems and things put in place that was awful to us. We supposed to be held back. And the fact that I'm in this space now, I thank God. But at the same time, other races, they have what they have because they were never oppressed. They were never generationally robbed. You get it? Like, they never like, had it like that. People
developed entire institutions to hold us back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The shit was built on holding us back. They can't believe
they literally came up with the Israel.
They gave us money.
Yeah.
And you didn't. And you gave us nothing.
I'm one of them ones. You ain't never wanted to see me with it. Because, baby, listen, we taking it somewhere else. We taking it somewhere completely different.
Period. Y'all want to try?
It's good.
We gotta get one for your journey though. You definitely learned on the curve.
Yeah.
It was relentless for sure. And you got the job done. Look at you looking at that. I see your eyes. I see this goddamn eyes. We gotta take a shot, just one more for the road. And I know it's a lot you got going on. And we can go on for hours. What's
the next phase? After we take the shot, you can tell us. Do you have a cheers or anything?
Girl, no, hell no.
Yeah.
That's it. Let's make up one for you.
Okay.
If you ain't getting your credit fixed, then you ain't getting the maximum approval. And we is. Take a shot.
Okay, then. I'm here for it.
I'm off.
Ooh.
That was the real tequila one.
You can tell them. So tell people where to find you at, so they can get their credit fixed, sir. Where can they?
So if you like
run up on you,
right? If you want to run up on me on Instagram, don't do too much on me because my name was taken. but it's X__Brianna. And if you ever want to come to one of my webinars, just go to maximumapproval.com.
That's it.
Okay, so you don't have like a social media set up for your credit?
I have everything set up. When they go to maximumapproval.com, every little thing is on there. My Instagram that I have set up, I wanted Brianna so bad. I keep sending this
There's
girl.
so many Briannas though.
Huh?
There's so many.
There's a girl that has the Instagram Brianna, and she hasn't posted in 3 years. Like
You know what's so crazy? I did that. I had that
offered her
issue
so
before.
much money, like to give me the
She didn't
Instagram.
respond to you, huh?
She responded to me one time, and I'm like, bro, you're not even using it. Just let me pay you. Like, let me give you like $1,500. Like, let me give you whatever. She's like, it's my name. You ain't even doing that. But hey, so now I got X__Brianna. That's so ghetto.
Well, I mean, y'all of course know where to find us at.
I know that's right.
Open boy podcast.
That's why when she said it's so ghetto, I made that
I was about
sound.
to get up under there. Like,
I was just like, that's why I made that sound. I'm like, we have an underscore in our name.
only reason why we got an underscore is because other people say
My first business I ever tried
Open
to
bar
start,
podcast underscore.
it already exists. My vending machine company is called Perfect Timing Boutique. And I go on Instagram and Perfect Time Boutique started there, and I'm just like, same thing, like.
Now before I do a business, I'm searching on Instagram.
Right.
Girl, I went to the extent of even flagging her shit every day. I was just going motherfucking just repeated bullying. Bitch, you living in this motherfucker is bullying me, bitch. Bitch.
I searched for mine. My clothing line was a made up name, so nobody had it. And I put
Don't you
Fancy
love that
Lifestyle.
though when you find out that you made up something that actually don't exist?
Yep. That's why I
love
trademarked
that
it too.
No, that's such a dope thing.
But yeah,
I need to find a trademarkable name. Is your name trademarked?
My name? My personal name or my business name?
Your business.
My business is, but not my personal name. I need to trademark my personal name.
Is you gonna just trademark Brianna?
No,
Or like,
outside.
Ah.
Yeah.
We can hit her with
Tell me to find you at, Shanti.
you know, you guys, I want you guys to do me a favor. By the time you see this episode,
It is gonna be.
I'll be a reality TV show star.
I know that's right.
Any manifestation of that, I want you guys to actually go and find me on Hub City Bosses on Instagram.
I know that's
Hub City
right.
Bosses is a new reality show that's coming out. I'm going to be on there. I'm already on there. Already shot it. It should be out. It should be dropping soon. And if you want to find me, go find the show. And then find me up in there. That's what I'm going to do
What
for
you
this
doing on the
episode.
show?
I'm a cast member.
Okay.
God, if I can enjoy the room.
Oh,
We're talking about it when the camera go off, Lord Jesus. But yeah, I want to take this opportunity to shout out Hub City Bosses just because it was a great experience, and I would love to utilize some of my ability to have an audience to like bring attention and awareness to that. So today, go find me on Hub City Bosses Instagram, y'all. But of course, I'm always at home. Open Bar Podcast. Webbar.events. Y'all know who we are.
Conversation never on a block.
Meet me by the bar.
Bars open.
Meet me